Welcome to my news show. I got a lot of things to talk about, or at least it feels like that. And most of these stories are things that showed up like 2 to 3 days ago, which is completely irrelevant. DICE has announced their open beta for Battlefield 1, which they have done for the past 3 Battlefields. We currently don't know how long the beta will last, but it will begin on August 31. In order to be eligible for the beta, you have to sign up for their newsletter, which is always fun. I guess I don't know if they will actually demand people to do that. I assume it will just be available to download on Origin when it opens up. It probably doesn't really matter. You could always sign up, download the game, and unsubscribe. DICE also released a new trailer for Battlefield featuring what I assume to be most, if not all, the things that will be available in the beta. Planes, trains, and automobiles, and horses. They put a lot of emphasis on horses in this trailer. The beta will also include 3 new elite classes: Sentry, Flame Trooper, and Tank Hunter, which we will have to wait until later to figure out what those are exactly. I don't have a whole lot of thoughts on Battlefield 1 yet. I just hope it's going to be good. With all these new things that they are adding to the game, my biggest worry is that they will be unbalanced. I also worry that horses will just feel awful to try to control. I don't know. It looks good so far. Ubisoft released a new trailer for their new IP, Steep. I've talked about this briefly in the past, and I don't really have much to add to it right now, other than the release date is December 2. At least that's what the trailer says. I've seen quite a few comments about this from people who are skeptical and wondering how Ubisoft will screw this one up. So in order to stay with the crowd, here are some of my worries and complaints. There are pre-order bonuses, which include 3 extra night challenges, 3 new night outfits, glowing equipment, and an exclusive night flare. There was a gold edition, which, you probably guessed it, includes the season pass and also an exclusive costume. Some of the things I'm expecting to see but haven't been announced yet. They are putting a lot of emphasis on the multiplayer of this game and playing with your friends, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was some always online feature. There are probably going to be microtransactions. There will probably be some kind of currency system in this, and just in case, if you need those 3 million credits to buy a new wingsuit, they will kindly offer those to you for only $15. And if you have doubt that they will put microtransactions in this, even SSX had microtransactions for this exact same thing. Cynicism aside, though, I'm actually looking forward to this game. I can always appreciate a casual explore places but also do cool things type of game. It's for that reason why I enjoy a lot of racing and driving games. I know it's like the popular thing to have an open world in games these days, but I think this is a game that would actually work very well with that kind of feature. It's basically Skate, but on a mountain and in the snow. If you want, you can register for their closed beta on their website right now and hope that you get accepted. It will probably also sign you up for a newsletter similar to Battlefield, so if you're okay with that, go ahead. So here's something that makes me annoyed and upset. Dead Rising 4. As much as I hate pre-order bonuses, one thing I hate more than that are pre-order bonuses that are exclusive to specific retailers. Yeah, apparently publishers are still doing this. Dead Rising 4 will have pre-order exclusives. I don't recommend pre-ordering games, but if you choose to do so, the Microsoft Store will have the X-Fist DLC, GameStop will have the Steampunk Snowman Head DLC, Best Buy will have the Candy Cane Crossbow DLC, and Amazon will have the Sliceable DLC. I'm so glad they are locking the Sliceable, a combo weapon that has been in Dead Rising since the second one, behind a pre-order exclusive. Who knows if these things will be available for purchase after the game's release, but I think it's stupid regardless. Blizzard has announced the first new Overwatch map, DLC, expansion, update, whatever you want to call it. The name of the map is Eichenweide. At least that's how Google Translate is telling me how to say it, which may or may not translate to Oakwood or Oak Forest. Look, I'm not working with much here. It's just Google Translate. You can't expect too much from it. It's said to be both an assault and a payload map, which is a little interesting. It takes place in a castle and the town surrounding it. There's also a map preview video that shows off parts of the map, so if you want to check that out, it will give you a little bit more information. Continuing with the Overwatch topic, Blizzard has also released their next animated short for Bastion. It's great. I advise watching it. I don't know if it has become a standard for Call of Duty games to have zombies mode in every game now, or if that's just coincidence, but Infinite Warfare is also getting this same treatment. Infinity Ward released a trailer for Zombies in Spaceland, which is their take on zombies. I guess it's supposed to be an 80s high school horror film of some sort, with all the classic high school horror movie tropes. It has the extremely over-the-top nerdy kid, the popular sports jock, the preppy girl, and the black guy for diversity. It is set in an amusement park for some reason, and has a bunch of quirky things to do. Quirky is a word I think was used in the 80s, right? The trailer currently has about a 2-to-1 like to dislike ratio. I don't know if people are still on the bandwagon of disliking all Infinite Warfare videos because it's cool to be part of something edgy and meaningless, or if people are actually that upset at Infinity Ward for doing something like this. In all honesty, I think it looks fun. I'm still a fan of the Call of Duty Zombies subgenre. Unfortunately, I won't be playing this because this one game mode is not worth $60. Even after playing Black Ops 3 multiplayer and forcing myself to play through the campaign, I can't justify the money I spent on it for the Zombies game mode. If the creators of the different Call of Duty zombie game modes came together and just made a standalone zombie horde survival game, I would get that. Then I wouldn't have to own another Call of Duty that I'm not going to play. No Man's Sky was finally released. The release on PC went pretty terribly. The game ran just fine for some people, ran poorly for some, and didn't run at all for others. The game has extremely mixed reviews, ranging from the developers lied about a lot of features that are not in the game, to this is the greatest game in the world, and if you disagree, fuck you, you're wrong. Apparently people get really upset if you say anything even slightly negative about No Man's Sky. The Jimquisition.com even got DDoS because Jim Sterling gave it a 5 out of 10. There really isn't a whole lot of different news about No Man's Sky, mostly just a lot of very similar articles about people being upset. I will try to not turn this news show into news about game trailers and releases, because I noticed after the fact that this episode has a lot of game releases and trailers, with Battlefield 1, Steep, Zombies in Spaceland. I was even going to have a news story about Grow Up, about the release, and then I realized I would literally just be talking about the game being released, so I decided not to put that in. So hopefully in the future, it will be less news stories about check out this game that was released, check out this game's trailer. Not that I won't have those in at all, but I don't want a news show dedicated to telling you about games in this way. As always, I will have links to the various articles, trailers, websites in the description if you want to check them out for yourself. If you would like, feel free to rate the video. I always appreciate that. Subscribe for weekly gaming news, and thanks for watching.